I opened Four Winds Gallery on Walnut Street in Pittsburgh 40 years ago in 1974. We are one of the oldest galleries in the United States selling high-quality Native American art.
Nice cone. This is fabulous.
I have a particular passion for the early material. I love the aesthetic of pieces that were made for native usage as opposed to pieces that were made for resale. I still own the very first ring I ever bought in the 1970s. It's an old pawn fetish ring. I never went in for the commercial pieces, immediately gravitating to the early historic material.
When customers walk in the gallery for the first time, they're pretty blown away by the experience of seeing American Indian art.
When we first opened the gallery in 1974, we began to visit the Pueblos and try to meet the artists. I really wanted to develop relationships and meet the people who were making this beautiful art. Several of the artists that we now represent have been with us since the 1970s. Mike Bird Romero, Norbert Peschlikai, Angie Riano Owen. I'm also very friendly with a couple of retired artists that we represented since the very beginning of the gallery. Julian Lovato and Vidal Aragon come to mind. They're both in their 90s, both from Santo Domingo, Pueblo. I still visit these gentlemen and I treasure our friendship and our relationship.
John's extremely enthusiastic. He just has personality and love for his work, and I think that comes through. He's always been one that wants to do better, learn more, and expose people to the finest pieces that he can.
These two bracelets speak of the timeless quality of Native American art. They were made using the same techniques, this one in 1890, this one in the 1980s by Master Navajo silversmith McKee Platero. He milled his own silver, made all his own tools, stamps and dies, as did this unknown artist. They were both using repoussé to bump up the silver from underneath. They're both classic Navajo bracelets, and each one is a statement from the individual maker. We seek out the works of the 20th century's most important historic figures. Dan Simplicio, Leo Poblano, and Likia Deusay were prominent in the 1930s through the 1950s at Zuni Pueblo. Joe Quintana from Cochiti Pueblo, and the iconic artist Charles Lolema from Hopi. We feature work by today's most innovative artists, including Maria Zamora from Taos Pueblo, Jared Chavez from San Felipe, Waddy Crazy Horse from Cochiti, and Carrie Atombi, Kiowa.
I'm a self-taught jeweler, and I started making jewelry in 1975, and it was pretty much trial and error. It was pretty hilarious, some of the things I tried in the beginning, like using a machinist's torch for cars to make jewelry, which didn't get me very far. I guess I was young enough and naive enough and stubborn enough that I just kept at it, and I love the mechanics of it. I love figuring things out. My work fits in with the other art we carry in Four Winds in that I use a lot of the same materials. I use silver and gold. The stones I use are coral and turquoise predominantly. I hand cut a lot of my stones, and I really like to leave an earthy, natural texture to a lot of my stones. For the 40 years we've been here, John's been selling high quality, museum quality pieces all that time, and some of the collections in Pittsburgh are just unbelievable. They rival things that you would see in museums, even museums that specialize in American Indian art.
We began collecting Margaret Tafoya pottery in 1975. Margaret Tafoya became the absolute matriarch of Santa Clara Pueblo pottery. Her work is renowned. She's passed it down through several generations. She epitomizes the height of carved black and red ware from Santa Clara. We ended up with over 80 examples of her work. They were published in the book Born of Fire and opened at the Carnegie Museum. The show traveled to the Erie Art Museum, the Arizona State University Ceramic Center, and next August will be at the Millicent Rogers Museum in Taos. We believe it's the largest collection of Margaret pottery in existence. Over the past 25 years, we've put together a major collection of Navajo and Pueblo silver boxes. These were collected with an eye to quality, craftsmanship, and excellence in design and execution. We plan to travel these boxes to several museums, and there will be an accompanying catalog. Another passion of the gallery is the furniture of George Nakashima. It goes beautifully with the Native American work. It has the same soul, the same elegance, and the same grace. Collecting Native American art has become my lifelong passion. I've been doing it every day for over 40 years. Each day is a new day. Each day brings me pleasure and joy. It's been really an honor working with so many of the people I've met through this business. I love placing these pieces in people's homes and seeing the joy it brings to them.